most definitely.
Oh, thank you for tuning in to Say Coffee, the Cold Coffee Show.
Show.
What is wrong with me today?
Nothing's wrong with you, baby.
Y-
Just today is a
y-
very exciting day.
It is a very exciting day, but I think something is going on with me
You all right, sugar.
and seen.
I'm
Thank you for tuning in to the Cold Coffee Show. I'm Glamis.
Tony Sparks.
And I'm Big Smooth.
Yeah, and today is a good day.
As every day is a great and excellent day because we are breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are here and we are present.
There
in
you
the
go.
flesh.
Wow, I like it.
I hear you, and it's unusual to hear a young man say that shit.
Yeah, that means that the world is coming to an end.
Ah,
All I know is that we are here.
We are here.
We all experience our own lives.
Yeah.
We can't experience any other one. So this world is for us
Okay.
as individuals,
mm,
and we choose to bring people around in this experience that we have here.
We're welcome.
Exactly.
We're
welcoming.
And
Them.
and as I've woken up to this feeling, or just the feeling of that thought process, I've been enjoying every single day of my life.
Nice.
So anytime we just things happen, we just roll off of it.
Oh, yeah. Is that like the zen of life?
Get your roll
Well,
on.
I gotta tell you, I have a great time. I have a great time, especially at night when I'm hosting some stuff.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, and remember, come see me on Mondays at Milk Bar. The show starts at 5:30 and it goes to 8 o'clock. But here's the kicker:
Milk Bar on Hay Street.
at Milk Bar on Haight Street, man. And the kicker is that we have free pizza and video games.
Nice.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
You can enjoy the comedy plus the free pizza and video games.
How amazing.
And every Monday
Every
at
Monday. You know what I wonder? I wonder if it's the
5:30.
rain that got us jacked up. Because you're a little jacked up too. Because you're forgetting a little
This
bit too.
weather is crazy.
And
know.
so I'm wondering if it's the rain. Do you think it's the storm?
It could be.
Right.
That's putting
It
a
could be. It
haze?
throws things off.
See, what I
that-
understand is that you wake up, it's raining, and then you get ready to go, and the sun is out.
Yeah, and then you drive down the block a little bit, and guess what?
it's raining
It's
again.
raining again.
What?
This world is crazy.
That's San Francisco. For
Mm.
you.
Speaking of
That's
this
the big
crazy
area.
world, what about that? Who was it? What's his name? George Zimmerman 2.0
Oh my God.
out there in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, somebody got convicted of killing these innocent brothers out here.
Finally.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Chad Copley.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah.
He back
all
in
this stuff
August he
happens in
killed
Florida.
what is it? Corinne.
Uh-huh.
Rodney Bernard Thomas. Copley was 40. Bernard Thomas was 20. Was
Wow.
leaving a party, and he was quoted on the dispatch saying that he's locked and loaded. He saw these guys coming out, and that they were hoodlums, and that was going to kill them.
Mm.
That's all recorded.
Wow.
The young brother is gone. He was unarmed,
Yeah.
and he's called George Zimmerman 2.0 because of the guy who killed Trayvon Martin. It's the same
Right.
similar situation.
Right.
It didn't have to get there. So yeah, he got life. And
Finally.
yeah,
Wow, that's amazing.
That
But
is
they would give
amazing.
him life for
It
killing
was
the black people.
premeditated murder, and it was considered a surprise attack.
Wow.
I'm just saying, you telling someone I'm locked and loaded, and they don't even see you.
They don't even see you.
I'm gonna kill these dudes. You gonna say it? You know you recorded. You know you mic'd up.
Yeah.
Man, this power struggle, man, that these people have when they put in this situation, that gun give you a lot of power. And man, it's just
They get gung ho.
exactly. I would equate it to from what I hear, the feeling of a certain type of drugs give you a
Like
certain high.
euphoria. Like a euphoric kind of feeling. Yeah.
Mm.
I guess so. But I tell you what,
Yeah.
you know, Jay-Z and the Weinstein folks, they made a movie, like a documentary, well, not a documentary, what is it? They did like a little mini series or something, I don't know.
Right.
Don't quote me on this, but do quote me on this. They did produce it. Zimmerman is mad because the family is getting all these different threats and stuff.
Okay.
And so he tried to get with Jay-Z. He threatened Jay-Z.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. Like, man, if you haven't had enough, won't you sit your ass down somewhere
Just be cool, bro.
and let it happen?
Yeah.
Because you did get off.
You got off.
Yeah.
You know,
Your name is gone. Just accept it.
just accept it. Just
You
accept
off.
it.
You're not behind bars rotting like this man right here is.
Yeah.
You got off with taking a life for no reason.
Yeah, yeah. Poor young man. And rest in peace. What was it, Chad?
Yeah, his name was Corinne Rodney Bernard Thomas.
Where did I get Chad from?
I don't know. Oh, his name, the other guy who killed is Chad Copley.
Okay.
Chad.
The murderer.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
The
Well-
premeditated murderer.
Yeah, that's crazy. He can go to shit for all I care.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
I want to give a shout out to our people viewing on YouTube Live, our viewers. Thank you.
Yes.
For tuning
Thank
in.
you.
We appreciate you.
Say it like. Okay, I'm not.
It's cold coffee.
Something is wrong with me. Something.
Yeah, there you go.
Cold coffee show. What is going on? That is crazy. Okay, so London Breed is running for mayor,
Yes.
and we all gotta produce. We gotta go out to the polls. We gotta vote.
Yeah. We
gotta
definitely do.
We gotta get our sister in office.
Yes.
Yeah, they did her wrong, and we could put her back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could put her back
We
in.
can. We can do that.
We can, and maybe we could try to get her here, so we can interview her.
That would be wonderful.
wouldn't
That
that
would
be
be
wonderful?
exciting.
That would
And
be-
she's a great public speaker.
Yes, she
I don't
is.
know if you have ever seen her.
No, I have.
Get
'cause
down.
You know, I watch TV. See?
Watching
yeah.
TV.
No, I'm just
Speaking
kidding.
of watching TV, have you guys heard about the NCAA getting cracked down by the FBI because teams are paying the players without, because you're not supposed to do that. They're amateurs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are getting in trouble. According to my notes,
Well, which players are we talking about? We're talking about
talking about
students?
college players.
Okay.
So the schools that got in trouble according to this was Alabama, Clemson, Creighton, Duke, Iowa State, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisville, LSU, Louisiana State University, Maryland, Michigan State, North Carolina State, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Seton Hall, USC, Utah, Villanova, Virginia, Washington, Wichita State, Texas, and Xavier.
Well, it kind of sounds like it's all of them.
Almost.
It kind of sounds like it's all of them.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And to avoid all this, players should get paid. Me being an NCAA player, I played Division II, but I was still a player. I understand that it's a lot of demands that are put on you. Even though I wasn't the big D1 level, I still had the experience, and it's a lot that you have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because you represent the school, so you got to maintain yourself, and it's a lot of things that come along with it. So, like in NCAA, you got to worry about your image being taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
You got to worry about your jersey getting sold or merchandise with your number or stuff like that. Winning tournaments. You know what I'm saying? You out there performing on a high stage, millions of people every single time you step on the court. That's big pressure. Recruiting. If you do well, you know what I'm saying? It might be a certain youngster or a certain player looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I like that guy. Idolizing you. Oh, he went to what school? He went to Ohio State. That's where I want to go because my favorite player. And also endorsements. They have, teams are sponsored by Nike, Adidas, all that stuff is taken account. Once again, my favorite player is wearing it. I want to wear it too.
Right. So it's making money.
So it's all that, and they're not touching anything. Yes, they get a education, and they might get a meal stipend or something like that, but that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
And they're making the schools all this money.
Right.
And the company, the brand,
Right.
the Adidas and the Nikes and the Under Armour. What is that?
Whatever.
All those different.
Everybody gets
Yes.
paid. Everybody touches money. Everybody's getting rich except for these students who's out there putting up their bodies. They could get hurt, break their ankle. Now they could have been potentially a professional.
But
Now it's over. Now
Right.
what you gonna do?
And there's no compensation for
no
that.
compensation.
Right.
So yeah, I agree. I think they
Right.
should get paid.
So
I don't think they should be bribed.
right.
But I think they should get paid.
Okay, so this is how NCAA gets money concerning the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So every tournament game a school participates in, their conference gets money.
Okay.
So UC Berkeley, they play for the Pac-10, Pac-12 conference. So every time that they go to a tournament, win a game, they get a unit for their conference. A unit is worth approximately $1.7 million.
Whoa.
And it gets allocated over 6 years. So every tournament win you get is that money over a certain amount, so you get units. So if you win 2 years, you win twice, you lose, and you go back, you still get money from those previous years.
Right.
Out of that 1.7 million.
Right.
So, doing my research, each unit is worth, the conference gets 1.7. Each unit is worth 265,000. So that's how much they get per unit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot. So with those totals, right? The top 8 schools, the top 4 over all programs, they got 8 million. This is per school out of these 4. $8,558,920
Per school.
that's just that one for
One
those top
school.
4. One school for all the programs.
Wow.
The second tier 4 schools, they all receive $6,846,136. Out of those 3 schools, 1 in the top tier, 2 in the bottom tier, South Carolina, Florida, and Kentucky combined brought in for the Southeastern Conference alone $22,253,192.
Wow.
The players get 0.
Yeah, no, that's not right.
Well, what if, just throwing this out there, what if they could take the money and put it away for each player for the duration of their time playing?
That would be lovely, but that's not how it works. The NCAA, with all this money that they're making, is a nonprofit.
Oh, that's why.
So they have different rules and regulations that they don't have to deal with. And with all this money, the NCAA, instead of like NFL and NBA where they have to split, what is it, endorsement money?
Right.
All that money has to be split within owners. NCAA owns everything. So all that goes straight to NCAA. All of March Madness,
Right.
all them.
And it's a non-profit.
It's a
You said the
non-profit.
key. Non-profit.
My Lord.
So it's like, man,
You
pay
know what?
these kids.
I agree. I
And
think
then
they
if you
should
take
get paid.
money, you lose your scholarship. You can't even play anymore.
That's
right now, it's
The
rules.
powers that be, they always set the rules, right? To be
Right.
profit for them. Right? So
Yep.
Pay these kids.
pay them.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
Pay 'em.
pay 'em. That's so sad. So
That is so sad. And speaking about schools and what's going on with these teachers, men and women, but it's like a epidemic of women getting down with 14 and 15-year-old students. I mean, sending naked photographs and what? Oh, what?
Hey,
What?
Between friends, my friends, we have talks. Where were these teachers at when we were in high school? Ladies, where were you?
Well, they could have been around.
they could have been around.
could have
It's
been
just
around.
that
You
you
just didn't
weren't.
know.
It's like hitting a lotto or getting bit by a shark. You weren't the one that was chosen.
It's definitely foul.
It is definitely foul.
But it's something
It's
that would have
different.
been welcomed.
That's crazy how genders are switched like that, huh?
Isn't that crazy? But then, because I do know a few people who have partaken
Right.
in that experience.
The other way around?
Yes, the male with the female teachers and principals.
Wow.
And
All nasty.
all nasty.
But if it was the other way around, it wouldn't be that nasty.
But listen, no. I said the female principals and the female teachers getting down with the 14 and 15-year-olds.
Right.
You know about that.
I do know for sure. It messed a couple of brothers up.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How?
They're abusive to women.
How?
Because these particular principals and teachers were not very attractive. But they wanted to pass school. So
they were blackmailed into popping them.
they were black males getting black males.
That's funny.
You are hurt.
Play on words.
with the wordplay, baby.
Yes,
They
but
were
no,
black males getting black male.
yeah, they're abusive and they don't like women.
Oh, they turned the other way.
No, they still like women, but they don't like women.
I hear what you're saying.
And they could be turned the other way, but they're afraid to come out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
And so they're having a hard time.
I personally had
an
an experience, not in high school or middle school or anything like that, but it was one time I was in college.
Okay.
I will not state what college I was going to because I went to 4 of them, so I will not say which one.
Okay.
Yes.
But there was a teacher who will always give me a look here and there, or I didn't turn an assignment, it was okay.
Oh shoot, it's okay.
And when it came to my birthday, everybody else had their birthday, you get nothing. I get a whole cake.
Ooh.
Let's sing happy birthday to Chris.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh, everybody like, look, if you don't.
If you gonna go and take that down.
But at that time, I wasn't experienced as I was, or
As I am now.
As I became.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't jump on it. I
So
was
she kind of frightened
like,
you.
I was like, what am I supposed to? Do I jump? It was there for me, but she threw me an alley oop. I just didn't catch it.
You
I
didn't
just
catch it.
I just let that
You
one
let it
go out
go.
of bounds, and yeah,
Well, then I'm glad you did, because you never know.
nah.
She could have
And-
been your baby mama.
I would've strapped up.
I'm on a roll today.
That's funny. Hey, but you know what? This is the thing. Whether it happens or not, it's never a good thing. I've never seen any of these situations end up positively.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
So it's a good thing that you didn't do that,
See?
because it could have changed the person that you are now.
But I end up staying with some roommates,
Who hit him?
and one of their friends came to visit that happened to go to school, and we had a conversation. He was like, hey, you know what you call it? I'm like, yeah, I had her. He's like, bro, I hit them.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, I believe you, because, and then we started rolling, like, he was like, no, she did. I'm like, oh.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's something that she's
that was her
probably
thing.
still doing. Was she young?
She was attractive enough at the time. She was a teacher, but I mean,
Was she young though? Was she like most of these teachers who are doing it? They're like in their 20s.
Yeah, they're in their 20s.
Mhm.
Which, this is the thing too. When you're in your 20s, male, female, you ain't got it together.
And that's the thing about
And-
teachers. Yeah, I'm with you
You
on
know
that.
what I'm saying?
I'm-
So you are going to make some major life mistakes.
I
but
agree.
not that one.
But
Not an 8th grader, 7th grader.
No,
he
trust
was in the
me.
8th grade.
He started in November when he was still in 7th grade.
But
Last
okay,
year.
yeah, but they said in the reports it said 8th grade, so maybe he was like you, maybe put up early.
Nah.
Maybe, I don't know. But I know I know that mostly all the teachers nowadays are in their 20s. I know when I was going to school, all of our teachers were older
Right.
and very experienced with
Yeah,
life,
we had
right?
old, yeah.
Right?
And you like, I don't want none of that.
You
You like,
didn't
even
even
if
look at her like
if
that.
they had offered you something, you'd be like, no, that's all right.
Thank
You
you.
see it all in
That's-
their face, they babies. You see
Yeah.
it all in
Yeah,
their face.
and then they come and they get into the profession and it's like because some young men are kind of like you could see where they could be
Yeah, you can see how they could be beautiful or handsome when they get older. Type
right,
thing.
right, but you
And-
don't take advantage
And it's
of
a
them.
safe zone.
Well, and another thing too, you mentioned people being in their 20s.
Mhm.
There were one or two teachers when I was in middle school and in college. And this is a thing too to remember. Teaching was one of those things that you like, I don't know what to do, so I might as well teach.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a
Well, not
last resort for
No,
most people. In
not
my,
for us, you know, it was she is school teacher. Well, she is school teacher. Okay, I'm sorry. Go
well, I
ahead.
mean, teaching was like a last resort for people
Okay.
right.
in my era coming up, and so there were like two teachers that were young that I would look at like, oh wow,
Really?
oh, yeah, oh my goodness, but thank God that I was not they weren't attracted to me, because I would have done,
You would have jumped in.
and it would have not been a good thing in the long run.
Yeah, you think
It
you
would have been a
effective?
good thing for an hour or two while it was happening.
Do you think you would have been a woman beater? Maybe.
Nah.
my mom really drove home, don't beat a woman.
Yeah. But I'm saying the people that I know, they turned out to be very nasty.
See, with that
towards
woman,
women.
I don't know the philosophy behind the woman beater. It got to be something deep. They got to be
It's deep rooted.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them don't
Everybody I know that beat the shit out of women
have mother issues, huh?
well, no, the thing is that it's an issue of control. And so they don't know how to handle what, women are very strong.
Yeah.
Personality wise, in a lot of cases. And they're getting like pummeled verbally by this woman. And so they don't know how to come back.
Right.
They're like, just hit the bitch,
But your moral compass,
just hit the bitch.
Just hit the bitch in the face.
I've personally been in situations where I could understand how somebody could want to put their hands on somebody. But your moral compass should stop you.
But see, this is the deal. See, you have to understand, you were raised by a wonderful woman.
Right.
Who taught you great things.
Right.
Okay?
But you still got a moral
But not
compass.
everybody.
Look at the physical between a man and a woman. You can't tell me that man don't know that he could take advantage.
Okay, brother, we have a tendency as human beings to look at things from our point of view.
Right.
All right? You were raised to be respectful.
Right.
So it's hard for you to look at somebody who does that and understand that.
Right.
See, there are a lot of people that didn't get what you got growing up.
Right, but I also, this may be the wrong thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. I understand a certain lifestyle, underworld, where that happens in that lifestyle, and I get where that comes from because that's the game. That's a part of it, and whoever is associated with that game or lifestyle, that would come with it. So that as bad as it seems is accepted in that lifestyle.
And believe it or not, the women like it, which is crazy.
Because it's a part of the game. They are with the game.
Yeah.
So I don't knock it per se, but it's not something that I would do. I mean, I hear what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not the right thing to say. But if you understand the game and that's what it is, and they're voluntarily participating in that game, then that's what it is. But so I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But even they know it's wrong.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's not that they don't know. It's not that they don't know that it's wrong. It's okay. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever bet on something, and you afterwards you're like, what was I thinking?
What I do that for?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the thing that's involved when someone hits somebody, because immediately a lot of people, I'm sorry, baby, I'll never do that again. And what do they end up doing? They do it again. All right? And I've been in abusive relationships whereas the woman was abusing me.
Right.
And they would like, oh, baby, I'm sorry, and try to kiss on me, and no, that's you were ugly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be, with the fist, although I dated a lot of giant bitches, you understand? They could do that shit. But, and they were scary. But it was more, it was more verbal abuse, just out of the blue. And at times when I am in another state, like maybe sleeping or maybe studying or something like that, and they are verbally abusive.
I've been there. I understand. I've been there completely. And they knowing, like you said, that I came from somebody, I was raised by a mama, and they know that. They know that Chris is not about to do certain things, so they push it. Why?
Take that bitch
let me tell you something.
I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something. When I was in grade school, middle school, not by high school, because I started hanging out with these rough ass niggas, right? But when I was in grade school and middle school, these women used to look for me like fucking gunfighters at high noon,
ready to get you.
Because they knew that I didn't fight women.
Right.
And I took like a karate class, and so I was women were trying to fight me, I was blocking, and they go like, he hitting me. No, I'm protecting myself.
Would you would be the one to get in trouble?
Yes, I would get in trouble.
Yeah. That's crazy. So what do you do in a situation where the woman is constantly on you and then you got to defend yourself? What do you do?
Well, this is what I did. This is what I did. It wasn't the best thing to do,
Okay.
but I did it. There was a group of cats that was rough as shit. All right, they would take a motherfucker out. You understand? They'd fuck them up.
Okay.
So I started being their mascot. I started hanging out with them. I was their Jerome. Bring me a mirror, right? And these niggas, and then when the women found out, oh, you hang with Hal? You hang with 12 gauge? With polio? Oh, shit. I'm going to leave you. And they didn't fuck with me no more. You understand what I'm saying? And these niggas had names like diseases, like,
Right.
like polio.
I would be afraid.
12 gauge and shit. What the fuck?
They was with it.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is so crazy. I ended up sleeping with all of the women
That beat you?
Well, that they were involved with later, and I didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of them. A lot of them. I didn't know. I didn't know nothing. But
You were like their Farnsworth Big
I
League.
didn't know nothing.
that-
It was kind of sad though, because the women was telling me they hygienically these brothers weren't together. You know, it was really sad.
Like, you stink. That
And I was like, that
I
nigga,
smell something.
they said I like the smell of yo.
smell like
Uh-oh.
toes.
So you,
Anyway,
you kept it fresh. Did you put powder down there?
I would always scrub a lot.
Yeah, you know that causes cancer
Scrubbing a lot.
for women. No, the powder.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
put
does it?
powder.
Oh yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's why they stopped. It's just the talcum powder.
Well, you don't have to put
Yeah.
powder down there, but there's ways that
Women
you can
used to
keep
do
it
that. They used
fresh.
to put powder down there. I don't know. I remember that. That powder.
Yeah, I know a lot of.
I don't have that problem. I'm a man.
I know a lot of melanin challenged women who would powder it up.
Really?
Yeah.
They still powder it, huh?
Well,
Not
they
anymore?
don't anymore.
Not anymore,
but
yeah.
I know a lot of them that did.
Don't they keep it dry? Don't you need to be fresh and juicy?
Well,
No, it
not,
depends
you
on.
know what?
moist.
No, you
Not
don't
ju-
want to be fresh and.
I
you want to
mean,
be fresh,
you know,
but not juicy.
Not juice, but you know what I'm saying. You don't want to be rough.
No,
Well, it's
no,
not
no,
rough.
brother. If
It's
you,
not rough.
if you
Powder for the woman?
listen,
Some people have
listen what I'm
vaginal
saying.
issues.
If
and-
you rushing it, it's gonna be rough.
no, but some
But
women.
don't rush it. Yeah, there you go. It's a lot of ways to get down. And there's some really good lubes out. And
Yeah.
let me stop it.
No, but-
I am an asshole.
No, but
Listen,
see,
subscribe, like, and what's the other thing? Share.
and
All right.
push the alert so you'll know when we come on,
Exactly.
and keep that cooch guap guap
Keep it
clean.
going. Yeah, keep it
Keep it
Yeah.
fresh.
You know
Keep
what?
it
I got to
rotation.
tell you something. That's why I really like older women, because they really know how to keep that
Together.
Oh my
that's
God.
so wonderful.
Oh.
That's so wonderful.
And
Ain't
like
nothing-
Denny's,
no,
it's
no, no.
always open. It ain't
Ow.
Shout out to the
It
ladies
ain't
with
nothing
no scent.
blocking.
Keep it up,
Ooh,
cause
ooh,
it's
ooh.
you got far and few between.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No,
I know
no
more
funky
women now that really know how to take care of it.
No funky box.
And I gotta
Well,
tell you something.
I'm in my
Even if
30s
you
now,
look,
so things are changing.
if it was like 5 years or maybe 8 years from now, and you was like still had a little monster, I would still be up in it. I would still make a mistake. I
You
would.
would?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't give a damn.
You didn't give a damn.
Freshen up, my man.
Funky box.
I didn't give
This
a
weekend,
damn.
figure out how to freshen it up.
Yeah, actually, what you need to do is go to the doctor. That's what you need
Hey,
to do.
go to the
because
doctor.
Yeah,
it's not
because,
supposed
yeah.
to stink. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Take
it's-
your butt to the doctor. Let them cure you.
Right.
And then if they tell you that bacteria vaginosis is not caused sexually, it is. It is, and you argue with them and you make them give you some medicine.
Hey, we got to get out of here. Listen, don't forget to come see me at Monday nights at Milk Bar, 5:30 to 8 o'clock. Come go see Glamis on Thursdays at Shug's, 22 Hillcrest, top of the hill, Daly City. What time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8
All
o'clock.
right.
And
y'all can hit me in my direct message at smooth_righteousness at Instagram. Come holler at me.
oh shoot.
There you go. You working that camera. Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
And the DM. Get Jimmy in my DM. He got.
Hit me in my red phone.
Oh, you got a red one? Oh, it's red underneath.
There you go.
Ow,
Oh.
ow, ow.
Batman had a red phone.
Yes, he has a red phone. A DM.
All right, we got to get out of here. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Remember.
To the Cold Coffee Show.
Yeah, to the Cold Coffee Show. Just
Exactly.
yeah, to the Cold Coffee Show.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and
comment.
Cuddy dead.
How about comment? Cold Coffee.